Okay, hello guys, we're here for another Kinexon training. We're gonna talk today of a very important improvement that you are to achieve by the use of the Kinexon technique, which is like this grandmaster here. You probably hear this guy, Bruce Lee. He was very famous, obviously as a martial artist, but also because he put the isometric training was one of his must-do trainings for his program, and he did it probably once or twice a week. And what he mostly focused to maximize the power on his punches, of his kicks, was to work on what is called sticky points. If you get closer here, to resolve sticky points. Sticky points are in the range of motion. There is always one of the spots or the section of that range of motion that is weak, where you feel like you can't quite engage the power of the muscle that you're using for whatever given movement, and that's what is called sticky points. So he focused in doing isometrics in that particular spot. So with the Kinexor, as you go in the you're pulling on the range of motion and you're doing the isometric stops, you're gonna notice that some of them are harder than others to clear, to go through that resistance. So that will signal where the sticky point is, and as you work on it, you're gonna focus and work on it, doing repetitions to work on that specific segment that you feel is weaker, and that's how you improve. So you resolve the sticky point, and then your strength is maxed out throughout the range of motion. All right, that's what he was really a master in doing this. We've probably seen many videos where he, with no movement almost, he can develop a huge amount of power. All right, let's dive into today's training. You want to get the Kinexor ready with the yellow disc. You might alternatively use a rubber band for what we're doing today. There is a difference in that, as we explained before. You won't have the stops, the signal of the stops, so you have to be thinking about it, and it can be a bit less. Obviously, it's less efficient. But we're doing the yellow disc. Make sure it's properly secure on the cleats, and the ports are closed. They have to be closed, and then the lid as well. We're using the long strap, and we're gonna use the ankle strap. We're gonna do short arc squats. We're gonna work on the upper third of the squats. Let's say you had a knee injury, or you want to focus on clearing that sticky point or friction point, and we're gonna just for the example and for today's training, we're gonna work on the upper third. So it's like usually the quarter squat, but we're gonna go to 1/3 of the range. So instead of doing the full squat, we're just gonna work on the upper part of it. Let's say you can't just go any lower because your knees are hurting or because you're recovering from an injury. So you're gonna do just a short arc of motion, and this top part, we're gonna find the stop, we're gonna do the isometric, and then we'll click through, and like that. We're gonna do a few reps like that. Then we're gonna move on to doing some quads and hamstrings with the setup on a chair. All right, let's get ready, and we'll keep Bruce right here just as a reminder of how important these sticky points, resolving the sticky points is. To maximize the strength throughout the range of motion. Excellent. Right, so you can grab that one, Anna. So we place it on our toes and separate so that the long strap is fully extended. And then with this one, in this case we're gonna pull it all the way to the chest, resistance, I say, it's going to be depending on where you are on your fitness level. The tighter you make it, the harder it is. We have it now about medium resistance. Alright, holding against the chest here, we're going to do that upper third of the squats. So you drop just about there, and now we're starting to come up. We find that stop and we do the isometric. We're going to do 10 counts instead of 5 that we normally do. Alright, we're trying to strengthen that portion of the range of motion. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take through, and you find another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way up. Okay, in this case, we're going to go all into full extension. Drop slowly, just about there. Start coming back up. You find the stop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Through until the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way up. Drop slowly. Good. Yes. About there. We'll come back up. So it's actually taking the guessing out of the question here. It's taking that guessing out, and you know where to do the isometrics as the ramp is stopping your movement, and it's letting you focus on what you're actually doing and that isometric contraction. Click through. Next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Engage your core so that you stabilize your back and your hips. Try not to pull with your back. It's all the power coming from the legs. Like pushing your knees back. Drop slowly. Alright, halfway, less than halfway. Start coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And stop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. That's right, we're going 10. Thanks for reminding me. We usually do 5, we're going 10 counts, a bit longer. 6, 10. Okay, good, alright. One more rep to show you, so we don't make this tutorial too long. Then you're going to continue working. Obviously, your goal is to reach muscle failure. So you're going to work just like that grandmaster behind us, all the way to achieve a muscle failure, which is beyond that burning, the feel of burning. The longer you hold in the isometric position, pushing against the ramp, against the resistance of the kinexor, obviously the longer you hold, the quicker you're going to achieve the muscle failure. Okay, good. And then you release. Great. Alright, we move on to the next. We're going to set up in the chair to do quadriceps. So with the long strap, you're going to put it around the chair legs, the back of the chair legs, the back legs, yeah? So, we're using, in this case, a beautiful kinexor towel. It's a microfiber, very super absorbent, which we have available. Check it out in our shop, online shop. We use this folded in 4, and 4, so half, and then half again, and then roll it. And you're going to put that underneath, under your leg, under your thigh, I mean. So that it's giving you a better angle to work on your knee. Yep. And there. Okay, we're pulling straight up. Again, do not rush the movement, because then you're gonna click right through. You see that? That's nothing. You want to do the stops. Yeah, find the stop, think of it, let the kinetics give you that the sequence. Click through. We do 10 also here. Let's go for 5. Let's go for 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really slowly. Halfway through, on your drop, you're gonna hold 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release all the way. But you don't let the muscle relax, and you start the next rep. Keep it out, move it out. Stretch your leg out, your knee out, yes. Hold it 5, click through. Next stop there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You may also turn your toes outwards a little bit, so you challenge different muscle fibers on the quadriceps. It's a good one for recovery after knee surgery, an injury. You turn the toes out. Hold it 3, 4, 5. Drop a little bit. Hold it halfway through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on the way back. Then the next rep, you're gonna go with your toes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn your foot inwards. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. And then slowly release. Keep your toes turned inwards, your foot turned inwards. Hold the 10 counts halfway there. Slightly lower if you want. Nice. 10. Okay. Cool. So I'm just showing you the way to do it. Switch foot. We'll go again. Switch it and do same thing. With the towel underneath the other leg. Alright, we go straight first. Then we do toes out and then toes in. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, keep the toes straight. See if you can almost, the heel has to be right at the clip. Keep the clip right below your heel. 4, 5. Really slowly. Halfway through, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you release all the way. But you don't let the muscle relax. Don't let it go all the way so the tension is not lost. That way it's like you're turning the muscle, letting it rest. Remember, we want to do that sequential fatigue of muscle fibers from slow twitch all the way to the fast twitch muscle fibers. Toes out this time on this one. Good.
You don't feel it right here.
Yeah, you will feel it all the way to the upper
Flexor
part.
of the hip.
The hip flexor can be slightly engaged actually.
Wow.
Right, nice. Yep. Good way also to start working on your hip flexor strength as well. Alright, just to show you now, we do toes in. And if after you that are more advanced, have more powerful muscles, strong muscles, you can add the rubber tube resistance on top of this. And you want to get a good burn, a good strength training for the quads, knee muscles. hip as well. As you go into full extension, you can engage the hip flexors if you're trying to lift the whole leg a little bit. There's not much movement, nothing at all actually, just engaging the muscle. Right here. Goes in and then drops halfway. Drop halfway, count to 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great, and then let go. Yeah? Alright. So like that, you're going to continue. Toe out, in the middle, toes out, middle, in. The other leg, same. So do as many reps you need to get that burning, really intense burning here, and continue for as long as you can. Again, if the resistance with the yellow disc is not enough because it's a quite strong muscle, you can add the rubber tube resistance, and then on each stop, on each isometric, instead of going 5 counts, you can go for 10 counts, or hold it for 15, or hold it for 20. You just let the fatigue of the muscle fibers just kind of burn through them, burn them all, and reach the muscle failure. All right, let's go for the hamstrings. Same way it is. You're just gonna stand facing the chair, and you're gonna place the heel on the strap. All right, if you need just hold on to the chair for balance, you might have to move the chair around. But if you can do it without holding, it's even better, because then you work on the stability on the support leg. So the hip on the standing leg is going to work really hard. You hold your weight, and then as you're pulling with this side, with the side on the strap, you're going to be working on the strength of this muscle. So we're going to go pushing the leg out, keeping it low to the ground. I went too fast there. You gotta be kind of sensible about the stops, so you don't go through with momentum. Go back. 4, 5. Back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just about there on 45-degree angle of the leg. We're gonna start bending the knee up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we only have limited space here. Alright. Okay, we're good. Alright, one more rep. Then we change legs. Again, this to show you what you need to be doing. You continue to work the muscle to full burn, to go into that muscle failure ideally, where you can't possibly do one more rep. Your muscle your movement just drops. The leg becomes really heavy. That's what Bruce Lee used to do that with the isometrics. And he could hold the leg up as if he was doing a high kick, and just keep the leg there for minutes. Unbelievable. I can't even do like 10 seconds the most. Bend the knee as you're coming out, pulling. So you're working on the hamstrings. Before it was more on the glute. As you bend the knee, your hamstring starts to activate. That's what I say. You want to have something heavy on the chair, so it keeps it. Okay, switch legs. Alright, here we go. Leg extended. We're working on the glutes first. Just about there, the leg is in a 45-degree angle behind your other leg, and then you're going to start bending the knee up. Okay to lean forwards if you like, just the way I'm doing it now. for the purpose of balance. Super hard to do without holding on this side. The support leg works super hard. Good. Alright, one more breath. We'll try and do the whole thing without holding. Just engage your core, pull. Bend the knee as you get to that 45-degree angle. Bring your heel to the ceiling. Wow, this is really burning. Support leg. Yes. Alright, these were just 2 reps on each side of those. Again, you kind of continue that. After this, go back if you want and do the whole set again. Right? Remember that. 1/3 of the squat, work through the clicks, do 10 seconds on that one. Then you move on to the seat, to the chair. Quadriceps, foot straight up, foot pointing out, foot pointing inwards. Same thing for both sides. And then you turn around, you do the leg extension, hip extension, knee flexion. So you engage the glutes and then the hamstrings. Alright, I hope you like it, and well, we'll see you Monday. Next training we're gonna do is for Monday.
Just one thing, we teaching the exercise, you need to practice at home, and then we are going to do an entire session all together. So we are going to go into the really training to go to the tail muscle. So you are going to, now we just show the exercise, but we are going to do a full training. So you are going to go with us to see how you need to go through different stages of the process. First it's easy, then it's a little harder, and then you need to pass that time when you want to leave the exercise. Okay?
And keep in mind, if Bruce could do it, so can you. Work those sticky points.